Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen.
But wait, there is more.
Spy saga wreaked havoc at SARS throughout last year after media reports emerged alleging that senior SARS executives had established an illicit intelligence unit.
Remember.
If they don't like other people, they can just make allegations. And they know that once you make allegations, they'll stop what they're doing.
The aim, it was alleged, was to spy on some ANC leaders, including President Jacob Zuma. The SARS executives fingered in the matter denied the claims, but most of them, including former SARS Deputy Commissioner Ivan Pillay, have since resigned from the Revenue Service.
Hello fellow history fans and welcome back to today's video, where we'll be looking at a brief history of
SARS. It's 1997. Mandela's government forms the South African Revenue Service. Its first commissioner, Pravin Gordhan, sets out to achieve what he calls a higher purpose, to develop the country by increasing tax revenue. Gordhan also declares war on white-collar crime, and SARS quickly becomes one of the country's most respected state institutions. 2007, amid growing pressure to bring tax dodgers and smugglers to book, the Special Projects Unit is set up by Deputy Commissioner Ivan Pillay. It's equipped to handle the most dangerous, sensitive and high-profile of cases. In 2009, Jacob Zuma becomes President of South Africa. Gordhan leaves SARS to join his cabinet as Finance Minister. He's replaced by Oupa Magashule. That year, dismissed SARS employee Mike Piga releases a dossier called Project Snowman to the media. It claims SARS spied on and targeted politicians and Zuma sympathizers. There's no proof, and the tax authority denies the allegation. The HRRU also investigates tender fraud by an influential Zuma-linked family, the Guptas. Early in 2014, SARS takes some of the HRRU's findings to the Hawks. Nothing comes of it, but the following month, Zuma shifts Gordhan out of the finance ministry, replacing him with his deputy, Nhlanhla.
I've decided to make changes to the national executive.
Let's focus on the South African rand. It's having an absolute worst week. Now, this nosedive comes right after President Jacob Zuma decided to fire the Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan.
It was once Africa's largest economy, a beacon of prosperity on the continent. Now dark clouds hover over South Africa's fortune, and they got even darker when its credit rating was downgraded to junk status earlier this month, after President Jacob Zuma fired his respected finance minister, Pravin Gordhan. I can't find a bad word said about you anywhere in any of the research, except the president, who suggested to his allies that they had uncovered evidence that you were plotting to undermine him.
People, if they don't like other people, they can just make allegations. And they know that once you make allegations, they'll stop what they're doing.
Into the fray comes new commissioner, Tom Moyane, a Zuma appointment. He replaces Oupa Magashule. Moyane extends the mandate of the Sikakane inquiry to include the HRRU and launches a second investigation by KPMG. The KPMG report will end up costing taxpayers 22 million rand. Despite any concrete findings, the Sunday Times under Felicia Oppelt uses them to publish a series of more than 30 damning, but factually and ethically questionable stories. They call the HRRU a covert operation, naming it the Rogue Unit, and falsely implicate Pillay, Gordhan, Magashule, and van Lockenberg. Soon after the exposés start, Moyane suspends the entire SARS executive committee. In total, an unprecedented 55 senior SARS officials resign over the next 2 years. Gordhan takes the Sunday Times to the press ombudsman in November 2015. Then, Finance Minister Nhlanhla is unexpectedly axed in December. The rand plummets, as over 100 billion rand disappears from the economy and the public reacts. Zuma swiftly backtracks under pressure. He grudgingly shifts Gordhan back to his old job as finance minister on December 14th. 2 days later, Press Ombudsman Johan Retief finds the Sunday Times reporting was inaccurate. He orders the paper to apologize, but the damage is done.
Whoopsie daisy! Now it's good and broke. I can't seem to get anything right tonight.
The rogue unit narrative sticks, and false allegations of dirty dealings give the Hawks and the NPA's Sean Abrams the chance to go after Gordon and his former colleagues.
The minister's lawyers have written a letter to my office. I have submitted the letter to the head of the Priority Crimes Litigation Unit. It's an acting special director who has crafted an appropriate response to the minister, and I'm sure the minister would have received the letter by now, or at the very least, the minister's lawyers would have received a response to the letter.
Who the fuck is this asshole?
Advocate Abrahams is a senior state advocate in Priority Crimes Litigation Unit in the Office of the National Director of Public Prosecutions.
By appointing me to the position of National Director of Public Prosecutions, the President placed immense confidence and responsibility in me.
Justice Minister Michael Masuta admitted he did not know much about Abrahams before his appointment.
The President, in his wisdom, has bequeathed to South Africa a true leader at a time when the organization desperately needed one.
The appointment was made with almost undue haste. Nkosana left on the 1st of June, and 19 days later a relatively junior official in the NPA is appointed over the heads of many more senior people.
Look, we do not trust any appointment that President Jacob Zuma makes to this position.
I know that your powers of retention are as wet as a warthog's backside. But thick as you are, pay attention. My words are a matter of pride. It's clear from your vacant expressions, the lights are not all on upstairs. But we're talking kings and successions.
As Finance Minister, Gordon orders Moyane to stop restructuring at SARS in January 2016. Within weeks, he receives a letter from the Hawks instructing him to answer questions about SARS' alleged spying. Its clear and amicable working relationship between Tax Authority and Finance Ministry is destroyed.
And then there's this asshole. Man, that's way too soft. Let me try that again. And then there's this asshole!
We can confirm from the reports that we have, and would like to stand by the reports that we have as management, that there is prima facie evidence that the unit existed.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
When the report was given to us, it gave one goosebumps that what Sikakane had unearthed.
A cycle of claims and counterclaims develops between Gordon on one side, Zuma's man Moyane,
This asshole!
Abrams,
This asshole!
and the Hawks on the other. On October 11th, after months of denying it was pursuing Gordon, the NPA announces it will charge Gordon, Makashula, and Pillay with fraud.
On the recommendation of the prosecutor, and having perused the evidence, has decided that Mr. Pillay, Mr. Makashula, and Mr. Gordon must be prosecuted.
Gordon fights back, publicly questioning the Hawks and the NPA's motives.
Right? So tell me, how would you like to be accused of something on the basis of a document that hasn't been put to you, or a basis of questions that haven't been put to you, on the basis of no opportunity being given to you to say what the facts of the matter are? Where is this mysterious report? And KPMG's got a cheek. I thought forensic people are supposed to come up with facts. What does it say about the reputation of KPMG?
Then, explosive revelations of a hostage drama at SARS breaks in the press.
Members of the Hawks have been implicated in the assault and harassment of a senior SARS official. Deputy Director of Law Administration, Flock Symington, says he was held hostage in a boardroom. He's laid charges of kidnapping at the Brooklyn police station. The IPID, we understand, is also investigating this case. Hawks.
Why is it such an issue that all of a sudden that this document I'm not allowed to have? How am I supposed to answer your questions allegations if I don't have the document?
Moyane and his henchmen are filmed attempting to coerce the SARS Deputy Director of Law to rescind his backing of Gordon and rather endorse the fraud charges against him. This bizarre turn of events results in an embarrassment for Abrams.
This asshole.
He has little choice but to announce on October 31st that the NPA will be dropping the trumped-up charges against the three men. Abrams is called before Parliament to answer for himself.
I'm not anybody's man. I've never been anybody's man. I'm certainly not there to take anybody's side. And no, I won't resign.
The game of state capture, however, in which SARS is only one piece, is still very much in play.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
But wait, there's more.